Okay. Okay, attendance is compulsory, guys. So I request your friends, everyone, to join it in time. Your time of logging, everything will be recorded using Google Attendance. So make sure you maintain your attendance. Okay. Let me start within 2 minutes. Okay. Just wait for this. So tell your friends to join. Okay. Then uh, let me start the class then. Okay. So in the second module, what are the things we have studied? So first we saw what is the intuition behind convolution. So how do we solve this discrete convolution and continuous convolution with the by solving some problems. Then in the last class we have seen the properties of the LTI system like stable, memory and causal. In this class we will see what is this linear differential equation with constant coefficient. So how do we solve that? So this is like a jackpot for you. If it comes in the exam, you can attempt easily because you have studied in maths the same thing you are studying here. There is no difference. Okay, so you people will be expert in this one rather than me. So yeah, let me begin with today's class. Okay, so linear differential equation with constant coefficient. So you have the equation. Okay, d square y by dt square k1 dy by dt plus k2 into y is equal to x of t. So let me take this dy by dt as a big D. Okay, so this big D is equal to d by dt. So how can we modify this equation? So I am replacing this d by dt in this equation. So let me take this y outside. So y I will take outside here. Then d square by dt square, which is nothing but d square. Then k1 as it is. Then d by dt is d plus k2 outside y is equal to x of t. So now, how can you obtain the characteristic equation? So this you have studied in mathematics. So what you have to do is replace d by lambda. So you get lambda square plus k1 into lambda plus k2 is equal to 0. Now, if you solve this equation, lambda square plus k1 lambda plus k2 equal to 0, you will get the roots of the equation. So let lambda 1 and lambda 2 be the roots of the equation. Also note that whatever I am explaining to you is with respect to continuous term. Okay, for what we call for this discrete, there is a separate formula. So whatever I am explaining you is for continuous thing. Okay, so in mathematics you have learnt. Okay, you have learnt something called as complementary function. So that one I will refer to here as natural response of the system. So what is this natural response of the system? It is the response of the system when there is no presence of x of t. So what is this no presence of x of t means? Okay, we will go to the back slide here. So if you see this equation, d square plus k1d plus k2 into y is equal to x of t. Now we are referring to this x of t. When x of t is equal to 0, you will get the natural response of the system. So what is the natural response of the system? It is a response of the system when there is no presence of x of t. So it is denoted by yn of t. So there are three cases. So you have that lambda 1 and lambda 2. Previously I told they are the roots of the equation. So if the roots are real and distinct, then your natural response for the system will be equal to C1 e power lambda 1 into t plus C2 e power lambda 2 t. So this you have to remember. So this you will apply when you are solving the problem. Okay. So we will go to the case 2. If the roots lambda 1 and lambda 2 are real and equal, this means lambda 1 is equal to lambda 2 is equal to lambda. So what is your natural response to the system? C1 plus C2t into e power lambda t. So this thing also you have learnt in mathematics. Just you have to what we call, mm, it stays in your memory. Just you have to refresh it. Okay. Then case 3. If the roots are imaginary, so if lambda is equal to a plus or minus jb, then your natural response to the system will be e power at. So this a, whatever you get here, shift it here. So e power at into sin bt plus cos bt. So this b you'll get from this imaginary term. So these things you have to remember while solving the problem. So this is the condition when x of t is equal to 0, you are getting the natural response. So what are the three cases? If the roots are real and distinct, then y of t is equal to c1 e power lambda 1 t plus c2 e power lambda 2 t. Case 2, if lambda 1 and lambda 2 are equal, so y of t is equal to c1 plus c2t e power lambda t. Then case 3, if roots are imaginary, what is your y of t? E power at into sin bt plus cos bt. So lambda is equal to a plus or minus gb. So remember, this is only for continuous. For discrete, it will not be same. This e term will not come, but it is almost same. Okay, we will solve some problems and get to know about that. Okay, now we have seen the natural response. Then what is this forced response? It is the response of the system with the presence of x of t. So I have written there equation d square y by dt square plus dash 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 is equal to x of t. Now if you consider this x of t as some value like 2 e power minus 2t, something like that, then you have to find the forced response or nothing but your particular integral which you called in mathematics. So you have studied this one in m1 m2. Okay, this is just the revision for that. Okay, and it is denoted by y of f of t, their natural response yn of t. So you have to remember this. When x of t, whatever the term x of t, the first condition, if it is equal to e power at, then your y f of t forced response, you have to replace d by a. Okay, then if x of t is equal to sin at or cos at, you should replace d square by minus a square. Sir, what is this, sir? You may say now. Okay, don't worry. Whenever you solve the problem, I will solve many problems today, so you will get a good idea. Okay, so your total response for your system will be natural response. The first one, when I consider x of t is equal to 0, if they have given some x of t value, then you have to add this natural response with the forced response. So your total response will be natural response plus the forced response, which is nothing but complementary integral and this particular integral. Okay, so now let us solve some problems. Okay, then you will get a proper idea. Okay, so these things you have learnt in mathematics, so I think you people are good at it. Okay, so let me go to the first problem. Okay, d square y by dt square plus 3 dy by dt plus 2y equal to 0. Okay, so for this equation, since here x of t is equal to 0, you will get only the natural response for the system, and you will not get the forced response because here x of t is equal to 0. First see what is there, okay, then you go to calculate the natural response or the forced response. So forced response is 0. Then what is the natural response? How do we get that? So we will solve that. D square plus 3 into d plus 2 outside y is equal to 0. So this equation you know because d by dt is equal to this big daddy d. Okay. So now to write the characteristic equation, so replace this d by lambda. So lambda square plus 3 lambda plus 2 is equal to 0. Okay. Now how to get the roots of the equation? Use calculator, go to mode, equation, then degree 2, enter the value and get the roots of equation. Otherwise lambda 2 ones are 2, 2 plus 1 is equal to 2. So your roots are minus 1 and minus 2. So this is basic mathematics, whatever I have done. Okay. Now, if the roots are real and distinct, okay, what is your natural response? C1 e power lambda 1 into t plus C2 e power lambda 2t. Okay. So this is the natural response for the system. So lambda 1 and lambda 2 you get, then substitute in the equation which I told before. So the first 10 minutes, so whatever I explain, if you concentrate properly, you are using that one only to solve the problem. Okay. So based on that, I have given a homework problem. Same technique. Okay. Solve this one. Okay. Then so my main objective here is to solve different kinds of problems. Okay. I can't do the same problem again and again and I can't sit here. Okay. So let us go to the second problem. So how can we solve this? D square y by dt square, d square, then minus 6d plus 9 outside y is equal to 0. Now replace this d by lambda. So lambda square minus 6 lambda plus 9 equal to 0. So this is our characteristic equation. And if you observe here, x of t is equal to 0, only the natural response for the system exists. So if you solve this equation in the calculator, or like if you do like 3 3s are 9, so you will get the two roots of the equation as lambda 1 as 3 and lambda 2 as 3. So what did I told? If the roots of the equation are real and equal, then your natural response for the system is C1 plus C2t e power lambda into t. So your lambda is plus 3 is equal to plus 3t. So this is how you solve the problem. So first case I have taken the roots are real and distinct. So if you observe this case, I have taken both are equal. So in the next case, you can imagine what will I take? The roots will be imaginary. Okay. So this is the homework. Based on this only, you solve this one. Okay. So let me go to the next problem. Okay. So what's the problem here? So d square y by dt square plus 2 dy by dt is plus 2y is equal to 0. So how can we solve that? D square plus 2d plus 2 into y is equal to 0. Now what is our characteristic equation? Replace the d by lambda. So lambda square plus 2 lambda plus 2 is equal to 0. So if you solve this using calculator, go to mode, equation, then degree 2, enter this 1, 2 and 2, you will get lambda as minus 1 plus or minus j. So if you take this condition, okay, minus 1 plus or minus j. Okay. So what is your a here? A is equal to minus 1. B is equal to 1. Okay. Now, as I told you, your natural response to the system is e power at. So what is a? Minus 1. So minus 1 into t whole c1 cos bt. So b is 1 plus c2 sin bt. So this is nothing but your natural response. Okay. So I have taken three cases when roots are real and distinct, when roots are real and equal, and when roots are imaginary. So based on this thing, you have to solve this homework problem. So this also is a imaginary only. So same thing for you to practice, I have given this one. Okay. Now let's go to another set of problem. So yeah, my objective is to you know to solve different kinds of problems. Okay. So d square y by dt square minus dy by dt minus 6y is equal to 3 into x dash of t. Now you see this case here. Here your x of t is not equal to 0, but x of t is given as some 3 into x dash of t. Okay. So what will be your total response to the system? Natural response plus the forced response. Okay. So when this term comes, it is not equal to 0. Make sure that you will get the forced response. Okay. Now, what is our first thing to do whenever this kind of problems they have given? So we will simplify and write. Okay. So d square y by dt square. So d square minus d minus 6. So keep this y outside is equal to 3 into x dash of t. So what is x dash of t? Is differentiation of x of t. So d by dt of e power minus 2 into u of t. That means it is t is greater than or equal to 0. Okay. So now if you solve this differentiation, e power minus 2t differentiate minus 2 into e power minus 2t. Okay. So 3 into 2 is minus 6 e power minus 2t. Okay. So first thing what you have to do is you have to write step by step. I know this differentiation and all I can do it, but if you substitute it and write it properly, there will be a flow, and for you to solve it will be easy. Okay. Now let me solve them. First thing, let me solve the natural response. So let me see what is the natural response. So how do we get the natural response? Replace d by lambda. Lambda square minus lambda minus 6 is equal to 0. So you see this d square minus d minus 6. So there I have substituted lambda. So if you solve this in calculator or you can solve it manually, you will get lambda is equal to 3 and lambda is equal to minus 2. What is the natural response for the system here? C1 e power lambda 1 into t plus C2 e power lambda 2t. So this is your natural response. Now we have our headache here, but x of t is not equal to 0. So we have to find what is the forced response of the system. Okay. To solve for the forced response, so we are finding the forced response. Okay. So to find the forced response, you have learned in mathematics. So y forced of t is equal to 1 by f of d into whatever x of t it is there. So we will go back to here, and what is your x of t? Minus 6 e power minus 2t. So I will use this blue color here. So this is your x of t here. Okay. Minus 6 e power minus 2t. So let me go back there. So minus 6 e power minus 2t. Okay. So now what is this f of d, you may ask. So let us go back. So what is this f of d here? D square minus d minus 6. Okay. So let's go back and substitute there. So what is this f of d? F of d is equal to d square minus d minus 6. So while I am explaining them PPT, while I'm explaining at the beginning of the class, I told if you have the force response, then if it is e power at and your a is equal to minus 2 here, you have to replace this d by a. So let us replace this d by a. So minus 2 the whole square minus minus 2 and minus 6. So if you solve this, you will get 2 2s are 4 and plus 2 minus 6. So your answer will be 0. So if you get this some finite value, you could directly substitute and you can get them forced response. But since you are getting here the 0 value, I have taken this problem because of that. So this is a little, not the normal problem where we get directly f of d as equal to 0. So you have to go to the second step. So since you have got f of d as 0, we have to take t by f dash of d. So from where did I get this t by f dash of d? From mathematics. So if you get f of d is equal to 0, I'll get infinite. So we have to do this step. So what is that? T by f dash of t into minus 6 e power minus 2t. So now what is this f dash of t? Differentiation of this f of d. So what is this f dash of d? 2d minus 1. So what is your d value here? Minus 2. So substitute that one, you will get as minus 5. So what is your force response? T by minus 5 into minus 6 e power minus 2t. Also you can simplify and write as plus 6 by 5 t e power minus 2t. So now you got the forced response and previously you got the natural response. So your total response is equal to your natural response plus the forced response. So what is the natural response you get from the previously? So C1 e power 3t plus C2 e power minus 2t. So C1 e power 3t plus C2 e power minus 2t, and your forced response is here what we get 6 by 5 t e power minus 2. So this is your total response to the system. So here there was a problem of this forced response and we have solved it. Okay, let me solve another problem so that you will get some grip over it. Okay, now see the question here. Okay, so we have here d square y by dt square plus 5 dy by dt plus 6y is equal to minus 2x of t plus x dash of t. Okay, also they have given y of 0 is equal to 1 and y dash of 0 is equal to minus 1. And what are the other things they have given? X of t is equal to 3 e power minus 2t. Ayo, again we have to calculate the natural response and also the forced response. Okay, so always remember when this particular clue they have given like y of 0 or y dash of 0 or y of 0 or y of 1, you have to find the value of this c1 and c2. Okay, there we did not get any value because there was no clue given. But if this clue is given as y dash of 0 is equal to 1 or y dash of 0 is equal to minus 1, it is a clue to you that you have to find the value of this c1 and c2. Okay, keeping that in mind, we will solve this problem. Okay, so how can we write d square plus 5d plus 6 into y is equal to minus 2 into What is your x of t? 3 e power minus 2t. What is your x dash of t? Differentiation of this one. So d by dt of x of t, 3 e power minus 2t. Okay. Now let us solve. Okay. Minus 6 e power minus 2t. Then I'll bring 3 outside. What is the differentiation of e power minus 2t? Minus 2 e power minus 2t. So this will be equal to minus 6 e power minus 2 minus 6 e power minus 2. Add this, you will get minus 12 e power minus 2. So this is your x of t. Now, what is our first step to find out? To find the natural response. Then you have to find out the forced response. Okay. So let us solve. Okay. First one, natural response. Okay. So we have d square plus 5d plus 6. So use lambda square plus 5 lambda plus 6 is equal to 0. Now use your calculator, or you can do manually, because 3 2s are 6 and 3 plus 2 is 5, and lambda is equal to minus 2 and lambda is equal to minus 3. So you have got 2 lambda. Then what is your natural response? C1 e power lambda 1 into t plus C2 e power lambda 2t. So this is your natural response. Now what we have to solve? Forced response. So for forced response, let me go to the second page here. Okay. So forced response. Okay. So to get the forced response, what we have to do? Yf is equal to 1 by f of d into x. So what is your x you have got here? If you go back to the previous slide, you will get minus 12 e power minus 2t. Okay. Now you get f of d. So from the previous slide we will go. So d square plus 5d plus 6. So d square plus 5d plus 6. So this is your f of d. So what we have to do? Your a here is minus 2. So replace d by minus a. So replace d by a in this equation. So what do you get? Minus 2 them whole square plus 5 into minus 2 plus 6. So this turns out to be 0. So if it turns out to be 0, what is the next step you have to do? T by f dash of t. So there will be problems where you get this finite also, like 2 or 3. Then you do not go for this step. Okay. You can stop in the previous step itself. So since we have got this f of d as 0, we have to write as t by f dash of d into minus 12 e power minus 2t. Now f dash of d, it's easy. You differentiate it. So 2d plus 5. So replace d by minus 2. So what you will get? F dash of d as 1. So t by 1 into minus 12 e power minus 2t. Okay. So this is your forced response for the system. But your question is not yet over. If you go to this question, what do you have? Y of 0 is equal to 1 and y dash of 0 is equal to minus 1. So using this, you have to solve for this C1 and C2. So make sure that whenever this terms like y of 0 or y of 0 or y of 1 they have given, use that and solve it. So first we will write the total response of the system. Okay. So let me write the total response in a new page. So our total response is equal to natural plus forced. Okay. So if you see to the previous slide, I got natural response as C1 e power minus 2t plus C2 e power minus 3t. Okay. Then what is your first response you have got? T into minus 12 e power minus 2t. Okay. Now, what is the first clue they have given? The first clue they have given as y of 0 is equal to 1. So how can we solve this one? Just substitute in this equation. So y of 0 is equal to 1 at t is equal to 0. So C1 e power minus 2 into 0. So that is e power 0 is 1 only, plus C2 e power minus 3 into, sorry, I have made a mistake here, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Because t is equal to 0, right? So this e power 0 plus C2 e power 0, because t is equal to 0 here, then this whole term will becomes 0. Okay. So your equation will be C1 plus C2 is equal to 1. So this is your first equation. And what is our second clue given? The second clue, if you see the question, they have given as y dash of 0 is equal to minus 1. So what that means, you have to differentiate this one. Okay. So y dash of 0. So if you'll get minus 1 if you differentiate this one. So let us differentiate. So C1 e power minus 2t into minus 2. Okay. I am differentiating, plus C2 e power minus 3t into minus 3. Okay. Then what we will do is, we will take this minus 12 outside. Okay. And then we will differentiate this t into e power minus 2t. So you know differentiation of u into v is u into differentiation of v plus v into differentiation of u. So the first function into differentiation of the other function, e power minus 2t into minus 2, plus second function into differentiation of the first function, which is 1. So if you solve this equation, okay, so you solve this, you will get as C1 into minus 2 plus C2 into minus 3 is equal to 11. So this is our second equation. Solve this equation 1 and equation 2 with the help of the calc, or you can do manually, like mode equation 1 unknown 2, go and do like that. You will end up as C1 value to be 14 and C2 value to be minus 13. So finally, what you have to do is, you have to substitute this C value, C1 here and C2 value here. So your final answer will be y of t is equal to, what is C1? 14 e power minus 2t plus C2. C2 is minus 13 e power minus 3t plus or minus 12t e power minus 2. So I have find the values of C1 and C2, and then I have substituted to our total response. Okay. So make sure that you write and you study. So whatever I do every day, make sure you write it once. So you maintain a separate book for the signals and system. Okay. What are the things which I have done in the class? Please make down in the notes, and also this homework problems, solve it. Okay. Make sure you know at least in the signals and system you'll get something out of it. Okay. At the end of the day, it's not like boring like other subjects. Okay. So I want everyone to score good marks in this particular subject. Okay. Now up till the last sum we have seen for continuous time system. From now on we will see for discrete. I'm not going to write the formulas again, because while solving only we will come to know. Okay. So what we have got here, so there it was t, here it is n. So y of n plus 2 plus 3y of n plus 1 plus 2y of n is equal to 0. So for this, lambda square plus 3 into lambda. So whatever the n plus 2 is here, so it is lambda square. So n plus 1 is here, lambda 1 plus 2 into lambda to the power of 0, because at n is equal to 0. Okay, so this is equal to 0. Solve this using calculator. Lambda square plus 3 lambda plus 2, you will get lambda is equal to minus 1, and the second root you will get as lambda is equal to minus 2. So in the previous case, you have observed for continuous time, I told c1 e power lambda 1 t plus c2 e power lambda 2 t. But here it is difference. Since it is discrete, our natural response to the system will be whatever you get, lambda to the power of n into c1 plus lambda 2 to the power of n into c2. So that is the difference you have to observe here. Okay, so this difference you see. So only I made this solve this problem in discrete time. Okay, so this problem, so this change, please observe. Okay, so now we will go to the second problem. So what is the second problem here? Y of n plus, so let it n plus 2. So y of n plus 2 minus 6 y of n plus 1 plus 9 y of n is equal to 0. So the first thing you have to write the characteristic equation, and observe here right thing is 0, so that is advantage. Only natural response we have to find out. So what is the natural response? Just lambda to the power of 2 minus 6 lambda, whatever is there right there, lambda to the power of 1 plus 9 lambda to the power of 0, that we need not write, is equal to 0. Then use the calc, find out the roots of this one. So you will end up the roots as 3 and 3. So when this is the condition for natural response for discrete time, it is c1 plus c2n lambda to the power of n. There it was c1 plus c2t e power lambda t. Okay, here this e terms will not come since it is discrete time. Whenever n comes, so this is the thing, c1 plus c2n lambda to the power of n. Okay, so we have seen when the two roots are real and distinct, when the two roots are real and equal, then let us go to a problem where we see imaginary. So please observe for imaginary. So this is a little bit of different. So first we will write our characteristic equation. So what is our characteristic equation? Lambda square plus 4 lambda plus 5 into lambda to the power of 0. So based on this only we are giving to the power of lambda is equal to 0. So if you solve in calc mode equation degree 2, you will get lambda value as minus 2 plus or minus j. So if you find a difficulty, how to use this scientific calculator and all, I have made a video for that. If you want, you can mail me, I will forward that video to you. Okay, so now we have got this lambda is equal to minus 2 plus or minus j. So from this we will get a is equal to minus 2 and b is equal to 1. So what is the natural response for when it is roots are imaginary is that y of n is equal to r to the power of n c1 cos theta n plus c2 cos theta n. Okay, so how do we get this value of r? R is equal to root of a square plus b square, and theta is equal to tan inverse of b by a. So let us substitute this value of a and b to get the value of r. So a is equal to minus 2 and b is equal to 1. So minus 2 the whole square is 4 plus b is 1. So we will get as root 5. Then what is the value of theta? Tan inverse of b. So 1 by minus 2. So this is modulo. Okay, whatever you get, you should take the positive value. So now we have got the value of theta we have got the value of r. So substitute in this equation. So what natural response to the system is root 5 whole to the power of n into c1. C1 we don't know because no clue is given. Cos theta. Theta is tan inverse of half plus c2 cos uh, cos tan inverse of half. So this is how you solve the problem when the roots are imaginary for a discrete time system. So based on this one only I have given one homework problem. Try to solve it. Okay. So for today's class, we have another 10 minutes. So I will wrap up with one last problem for today. So what I suggest you is like signals, especially you have to write. Okay. Without that, this subject is difficult because people won't practice it. So I suggest for everyone, it's easy. It's easier than mathematics. Okay. So because you can visualize things here. Okay. So please, write once and then you'll get it. Okay. So let us see the question here. Y of n minus y of n minus 1 minus 2y of n minus 2 is equal to x of n. Oh, here see x of n comes. So we have to find the natural response and also the forced response. Okay. And another thing came here, y of minus 1 is equal to minus 1 and y of minus 2 is equal to 4. This means we have to find c1 and c2, another headache. Okay. Then x of n is equal to 6u of n. So this is 6u of n. Okay. So you have to find the natural response, you have to find the forced response, then c1 and c2. So let us solve this one. So first thing we have to write it whatever they have given here. So y of n minus y of n minus 1 minus 2y of n minus 2 is equal to 6 into u of n. So 6 u of n means 6 when n is greater than or equal to 0. So you observe here, I will write 1 power of n because 1 power of anything is 1, right? So I will write this one. So this will be helpful for you to solve the forced response. Okay. Now, first we will see the natural response. Okay. The first one, the natural response. So how do we get this natural response? So n is 0. So lambda to the power of 0 or okay. Lambda to the power of 0 is 1 minus lambda to the power of minus 1 minus 2 lambda to the power of minus 2 is equal to 6 1 power of. So first we are calculating the natural response, so is equal to 0. So we have to assume that x of n is equal to 0 for natural response. So you how do you solve this? Multiply by lambda square for this equation. So lambda square minus lambda minus 2 is equal to 0. Okay. Now if you solve this in calculator, you'll get the value of lambda as 2 and lambda as minus 1. So your natural response to your system will be c1 lambda to the power of n plus c2 lambda to the power of n. So our first thing got over. So what is remaining? The forced response and to calculate the value of c1 and c2. So let me go to next page to calculate the forced response. Okay. So what is your forced response to the system? 1 by f of d into whatever x is there. So 6 into 1 power of n. So now we have, if you see from the previously, f of d is equal to d square minus d minus 2. So what we have to do? Replace. So why I have written 1 is, otherwise you will forget. So you have to replace d by a in this term. So replace d by a. So what is the value of a? A is equal to 1. Okay. So 1 square minus 1 minus 2. So you'll get as minus 2. So 1 by f of d. So minus 2 into 6 1 of n. So this 1 power of n you can neglect it. So you will get as minus 3. So this is your forced response. So since they have given us the clue, so first we will write the total response of the system. So what is our total response of the system?
Sir, A minus 1.
Where you are saying
A.
here, huh?
Yes, sir.
A you see 6 into 1 power of n. So your A here is 1. Okay, it is not minus 1, it is 1 because it is there. I know you have taken this discrete system. No, you observed for that continuous time system, so you have that confusion there. Go there. I have taken that A there. You see what I have taken. So here you have to take this A as 1. Okay, for this discrete time. Okay, that difference you have to see. So only I have written this 1 as 1 power of n. So this might not be always 1. So if other term comes, you have to replace. So I written this 1 power of n. So this A is equal to 1, not minus 1. Okay, do not confuse with that. Go back, see that one. Why I have replaced there by minus 1. Okay, their value was minus 1 there. So here value is the value of lambda or the root is like 1 here. So I have replaced D by A. So your value of A is 1. Okay, do not get confused. Go back. When you solve the problem, you will get it. Okay, so now let me write them. Total response, which is equal to natural response plus the forced response. So what is your natural response? C1 2 to the power of n plus C2 minus 1 power n. Then plus forced response minus 3. So this is your total response. But what is the clue they have given here? Two clues to find the values of C1 and C2. So the first clue, y of minus 1 is equal to minus 1 and y of minus 2 is equal to 4. So this they have given in the question. So this we have to substitute in this equation and get the value of C1 and C2. So we will substitute in the first equation. Minus 1 is equal to C1 2 to the power of n. N is here minus 1 plus C2 minus 1 to the power of minus 1 minus 3. So this is your equation number 1. And what is your equation number 2? Substitute this. N is equal to minus 2. So at y of minus 2, the value is 4. C1 2 to the power of minus 2 plus C2 minus 1 to the power of minus 2 minus 3. Solve this equation 1 and 2. You will get the value of C1 as 12 and C2 as 4. Then substitute this in the final equation. So you will get y is equal to 12 into 2 to the power of n plus 4 into minus 1 to the power of n minus 3. Okay. So based on this, I have given some homework problems. So refer the textbooks and solve. Technique I have given you. It's your duty to solve. Okay. So it's time for 10. So I'm ending this class. Thank you.